Hello beauties, welcome back to my channel Divine Beauty, where we talk about all things beauty and more. Go ahead and like this video, subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and appreciate you. So we are going to talk about it and roll with it. Have you guys seen the video on Trophy Wife? Yeah, that Trophy Wife video that's going everywhere of how she found out that a man her husband was mistreating their children. And this is exactly why you don't just do things. You never do things you don't do things for money. Money is a tool, and it's not a bad thing. It depends whose hands it goes in. So like there could be a Dusty with good money, and then there could be a Dusty with no money. There could be a good guy with good money. There could be a good guy with no money. Money is just a tool. So it's not the money, it's the person who's holding the money. This is why it's so important to fast, to be so intentional with your time, your vibration, your energy before you go on dates, and to always let the divine lead the way. He sees things before you see things, baby girl. He knows this person behind closed doors more than you do. So ask him. When you lead yourself, you can go into so many different things by leading yourself. But when you let him lead, he'll speak to you, he'll talk to you, he'll give you that intuition, that knowing. And that is when you're willing to do your own shadow work too. Meaning, give yourself some time to spend time with God. Give yourself some time to really be in love with him and be after his heart. Because when you're after his heart, then you can be after someone else's heart. You could really respect someone else's heart because you're after God's heart. You can see when someone's after your heart too, because you see the heart he has for God. Now that's worth more than any money. That is an energy that someone can't take. That is a tool. That is beautiful. That is divine. And with that, you can grow anything. This is why it's so important not to just want to be so fast to get there. So for all my girls that are in their 30s or late 30s and you're thinking you're running out of time, baby, you are right on time. You are right on time. You're on God's time. You're on divine's time. You're on a whole nother time. So don't ever feel like you're missing out because someone got the ring and you didn't. Maybe that's exactly how it's supposed to roll out right now. Like, there is something about you. There's a gift about you that you're not just supposed to be giving out to just anyone. And trust that. There are so many girls, because they want to get the ring, because they want to get the validation, that they're so quick to say yes. Mamita linda, don't you know that when he asks you, the energy is back on you. You get to decide if you want him to be your husband. Stop asking, oh, does he want me to be his wife? Does he want me to be his wife? Do you want him to be your husband? How about that? And don't even ask yourself, because sometimes you could be blinded by the things that you think you want. Ask the divine. Because when you are now looking at videos to how to become a trophy wife, now you're just trying to say yes to any little thing, every little thing, because you want that ring so bad. Especially when you come with children. Hello. That's like the best way for a pedophile to get in sometimes, because they're just like, oh, she's vulnerable. She won't even see these red flags. No disrespect to anybody who has ever found a really good man to love them, even when they do have children, and because not all men are the same. Men are good and beautiful. The right men are good and beautiful. So the right one will know how to protect your children, even if they're not yours. That is something money can't buy. That is something a Porsche can't buy. It's asking the divine. And so when you're just trying to take little tricks from people here on YouTube on how to become that trophy wife, how to become this, how about you start working on you first? How about you start doing your own shadow work? How about you start building your own thing? How about instead of what you want in a man to be chasing, why don't you become that first? Why don't you become the man that you've always wanted to marry? And while you're doing that walk, baby girl, the right man will come and align with you. Let God lead. Let God be your father. Let God be your husband. Let him be your provider. And then when you're walking that line, the right man will come run that race with you. And if he is not right there with you, he will do everything in his power to be right there with you. Maybe he's not even qualified yet. Maybe he's not even positioned to pursue you, but he will get into position to pursue you. And it's not about, oh, he has to work so hard for you. Nah, it's not even working for you. It's working for something greater than you. It is working for the divine. He is literally after God's heart. And because he's after God's heart, he's going to know how to love your kind of heart. He's going to know how to protect your kind of heart. And through this, because you're asking for that kind of man, you're going to be tested. Your patience, your waiting season, everything. But it will be so worth it. And I believe in miracles. I believe that it doesn't have to take years. It could happen weeks, days. Don't you believe in miracles? It can happen just that fast. The minute you surrender and you allow God to come through. Rest in it, baby girl. Ask the divine. Don't try to be looking up all these YouTube videos of, oh, how do I become a trophy wife? First, you have your own. Because guess what? When you have your own, you won't have to settle for any disrespect because you know you can do it on your own. So therefore, your value already went up. You have the luxury to work if you want to or not. Now that's a luxury. Now that's a true. Because if you just allow him to have everything, there's nothing wrong with that. But in the wrong hands of a man, there's so much control in that. So be mindful. Mindful Monday. What are you learning on these videos that you're clicking on? And who are you wanting to become? Is it really what you want or what society told you what you must have? Think about it. Reflect on it. What do you want? Not what your mama told you, not what your daddy told you, not what your brothers and sisters told you. What do you want? And then bring it to God's feet and ask him, is this for me? Is this what you want for me? A lot of times, it's a yes. Because I truly believe what's in your heart, he'll give you a seed. He'll water it. A lot of times, sometimes it was even a good relationship, but because you didn't apply in the way he wanted you to apply, it became bad. Because not only does the man have to be good, but the woman has to be good too. So, a lot of times, some things aren't even bad until you start watering it your own way. Taking control your own way. Ask the divine. There is a divine masculine and there is a divine feminine. There is feminine and then there is masculine. There's difference. And on this channel, I talk about both things. There's a difference. Feminine, worldly. Masculine, worldly. Divine, something greater. So be mindful of the videos that you're watching, because if you look at her videos now, like everything that she's going through, because she didn't give it discernment, she didn't use her discernment. And in order to use your discernment, baby girl, you have to have intuition. And in order to have intuition, you have to do all your shadow work. You have to get to know yourself. You have to get to love yourself. You have to know the value that you have within you. And you also have to know all your darkness. And that's a lot of things that some people don't want to do. But it is so worth it when you do. So for anyone that's wanting to date, get this out back out there. Ain't no shame in that, baby girl. But write down a list. Write down a list that's non-negotiable. Write down a list of what you would want in a man. Spend time with God and ask Him to give you discernment on what you should ask for in a man. And go from there. Don't just be clicking on all these videos telling you how to get the man to get a Porsche. Like I said, maybe a man won't have too much right now, but if he has these good values and qualities about himself, he can do that. If he has God's love and His armor on him, he can do all those things. So be mindful. Be mindful of the videos that you're watching. And if this helps anyone, baby girl, if you're going to get back out there in the dating scene, if you're going to do anything, this is one thing for sure. Fast about anything, everything. Fast. Fast on that man. Pray. And let him speak to you. Have an amazing day.